It's still not clear whether Syriza is going to get an overall majority. Alexis Tsipras, the party leader, is already predicting one, but the published opinion polls don't yet bear that out. Though, one published today did show Syriza increasing its lead by another percentage point. So it looks like there's a fairly good chance he could, but it's not definite.
A Syriza victory would be a very significant event for both Greece and Europe in particular, because for Europe it would signal that the way we have dealt with the crisis is no longer accepted politically.
The atmosphere is noticeably different from the elections in May and June in 2012, when everybody was terrified, it seemed, that Greece was about to leave the Eurozone. This time it's very different. The mood is much brighter, and even though Syriza now looks as if it's headed to win power, perhaps because people now feel desperate almost. They've been so badly hit by austerity, and they feel that perhaps a Syriza government will be able to wring some concessions out of the European partners and the International Monetary Fund that could give them some hope for the future. If Syriza does win, they'll have to make some quick decisions on the bailout. But if they do decide to go ahead with their social welfare spending plans and to cut taxes, then they're going to run into a clash with the lenders, and that could set up a very difficult situation. Nobody wants to talk about Grexit, but it's certainly going to be on the table if Syriza doesn't make a pretty quick U-turn on policy.
Now, the debt restructuring is something that's needed, and Syriza is right about that. I would not sort of endorse a party like that. I do not endorse any parties, but yes, that is sensible to ask for debt restructuring. Any economic historian or macroeconomist certainly in the Anglo-Saxon world would think that a debt restructuring is totally sensible and inevitable and long overdue. The problem with Syriza is that what it is demanding is not very consistent. They want an end of austerity, they want a debt restructuring, but they also want to stay in the Eurozone. Now, these three together are not a consistent set of demands. So something will have to give there. My guess is that they will stay in the Euro and that they will be relatively soft on the other demands. I cannot see a debt restructuring. I cannot see that the Europeans will agree.
If Syriza doesn't win an overall majority, it's got two possible coalition partners. One would be the Pan-Hellenic Socialist Movement, PASOK, which has got some supporters that have moved to Syriza, but PASOK's been tainted by having been in government with New Democracy, the Conservative Party, for the past 2 years. So it's not terribly likely. Perhaps the most likely candidate is Topotami, the River Party, which was founded last year by Stavros Theodorakis, a Greek television journalist, and doesn't have any political baggage from the past. Mr. Theodorakis has said he's willing to cooperate with Syriza. It could help moderate Syriza's policies and enable a Syriza government to reach some kind of compromise with the European partners.
So it would be, a highly symbolic Syriza victory would be a highly symbolic a moment. It might encourage genuine radicalism in other countries, but ironically, it might not do so in Greece.